This day has been a long time coming, and this morning those healthcare workers who've been battling this virus at Huntsville Hospital for months now will be the first to receive the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine. $5.2 million in federal funding to help Madison County residents with emergency rental assistance. Now, all of the commissioners agree that this financial help is needed. Live in Albertville right now, the Mueller Company, where we know that 2 people are dead and 2 others are injured after an employee opened fire. This time last week, I was standing here talking about those first doses of the Pfizer vaccine. 7% of the state's intensive care unit beds were available on Thursday morning. If this bill did pass the Senate, it would still have to go to the people of Alabama for a vote. We had crews out there, but the FBI weren't giving us any information. Deadly warehouse fire is still burning. Standoff is now over, but police say when they responded to a call, a man was standing on top of the Ted's barbecue building, and they're making adjustments each week, but says at the end of the day, it just comes down to numbers. There's more desire for the vaccine than there are doses of the vaccine to give out in the state. What he will do next, or how he will move forward. The polls open soon, which also means that absentee votes will start being counted soon. A 69-year-old man died when a small 2-passenger plane went down. They were able to ping a cell phone location to that area back there where the wreckage is. A 10-member council scoured through Huntsville Police Chief Mark McMurray's after-action report, worried with people still not wearing masks and still gathering in large groups. They say they're concerned that come January, the situation will still be just as bad. Fog up here is just very, very thick. It's super hard to see. If you can look where this fire truck is right now, I can see it because it's close, but in the distance you can't see. Something I did want to show you and just reference to you, I pushed away some of the snow, and if we zoom in here, Yvette is behind the camera this morning. If she zooms in, you can see that this is just straight ice. What looks like snow on the road is just hard ice. This is as far as we can get. We're at the bottom of Brindley Mountain.
91, we're transport code 1 to Huntsville.
Paramedics encounter added risks on every call, risks that not only impact them, but their families too.
It's another stressor of the job.
At the beginning, it was like really hard, but you've kind of just adapt to it.
My wife, of course, she doesn't work in healthcare, but her job requires her to be there, of course, and if I'm home quarantined, then they will require her to be home quarantined. Fire should be on scene.
1 year into the pandemic, we know more about COVID-19 than we did. But for people on the front lines, it really hasn't gotten easier.
It took a toll. I'm not going to lie about that. It took a toll. It made you really rethink what you're doing in your career. But I love what I do and taking care of people, and that's what I've been called to do, and I will always do it.
Until we saw people really start dying from it, I don't think anybody really took it as serious as we should have initially. And then when we realized, oh, this is staying, people are dying.
And realizing that has changed the thinking of some first responders.
And when you run that first call where you realize this person has actually died from COVID, it makes it extremely real to you. Like, this is a big deal and we need to take it more serious.
That's the reality paramedics face every day. They get that. But there's one thing they don't understand.
It infuriates me if I see somebody like not social distancing or not wearing a mask.
In Huntsville, Ashtyn Hiron, News 19.
This report has been a long time coming.
Months, Melissa, and those protests happened right here in the downtown courthouse square, and law enforcement ended up dispersing crowds here by using tear gas and rubber bullets. Now, that report focuses on what happened during that protest between citizens and police and provides recommendations going forward on how to better the relationship between the two. Now, the report, which will be presented at the next City Council meeting on April 22nd at 5:30 at the Huntsville City Council chambers. It is open to the public and is expected to be a full and long meeting. It'll also be streamed on Facebook Live as well as on the city's website.
The most important part of that report, I think, for all of us is going to be the recommendations. And as a result, we're going to have a follow-up meeting on August 28th at 5 o'clock in these chambers. It will be a work session designed to for the administration to share their plans to take next steps as a result of those recommendations. It will also give the council an opportunity to discuss those next steps from the Citizens Advisory Commission report
When the report is presented at the meeting, it'll be the first time the council and the public has seen it. As soon as that meeting starts, it'll be posted to the city's website for everyone to see. Live this morning, Ashtyn Hiron, News 19.